So it's quite apparent from everything that you've said that you're always trying to further your career or your education or development, your personal development. Is that something you're aware of, or is it just what is happening?
I think it's a good one, because I wouldn't consider that as a personal development, because I don't work out or go to the gym or do yoga or anything physical. I'll kind of ignore that, which I obviously shouldn't do, and nutrition but anything to do with learning or what I feel passionate about gets 100% attention.
Yeah.
And
I'd call that personal development.
Yeah.
I'd call the other stuff health.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, definitely.
Is that is that just something you've always done? Is just always looked at something and always been intrigued?
I think my mind is a bit like a butterfly. It flutters around for the latest thing that I might be interested in, and then I'll do that for a bit, and then I'll drop it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be a timber framer. I'm going to get into carpentry. I'm going to design motorcycles, and I go into these like wormholes for months till 3 o'clock in the morning, researching and learning, and then I dump it and go off to something else. And I think that's an ADHD thing. And I think it's only in the last couple of years that I've started joining the dots between some of those obsessions and passions to pull them together into one vehicle that could actually become a business and have impact. So satisfy my need for all those passions or muses, and then to create wealth from that and to have a positive impact. And it finally started falling into place in the last sort of year or two.
Yeah, nice. So,
thank God.
Yeah, lessons learned, right?
Yeah.
So, I think it's very clear that you've got a goal, right? So, you know what you want to do, and that's obviously including with your partner. But you also have sort of, I guess, you call them muses. Nice words. So outside interests, and now you're trying to form that into a career.
Yeah.
And then you talk about wealth, but wealth to you isn't going to be making loads of money. It's more about just funding that passion and funding that next.
Yeah, it's to have enough money in the bank to go shopping and not check your bank balance before you go into the supermarket.
Yeah.
Or only putting 20 quid at a time into the vehicle, or having a vehicle that you don't feel ashamed of driving. And that feels like difficult to say, because we're in the 1%. Even driving an old banger around, we're in the 1% of wealth on the planet. But if I go to a client meeting, I'll park 2 streets away, so they don't see what I'm driving, because it for me, in my mind, that doesn't fit what an architect drives.
Yeah.
And so it's just to feel comfortable enough. But extreme wealth isn't something. I think extreme wealth is freedom, right? If you have your, I guess you call it ikigai. If you're doing something that you love, then everything feels like play.
Yeah, nice.
And that's freedom. That's wealth.
True freedom. Yeah. Not necessarily money.
For sure.
That's the Japanese word, right? For this great balance, which is something that I'm exploring right now, and I'm quite interested in. But it's just listening to what you're saying, it sounds like over years of working and playing and working and playing, you've started to develop and create healthy relationships outside of those things, because they all work together to be one goal, rather than just being, I'm going to be an architect, I'm going to earn hundreds of thousands of pounds a year, and then I'll retire, and then I'll do what I love. It's like, I'm going to build my life around these pillars, and that might mean that I end up earning 40 grand a year, but at least then I know I can do what I want to do, and I'm happy about it.
40 grand a year, doing what you love, and having the freedom within that to follow new passions and stuff is incredible. That's doable. Right? Yeah.
Those are just random numbers picked out of thin air. They're not.
But it's that's a number, right? And I think that if that's what it was, I could make that work.
Yeah.
Even though I could probably triple that.
Yeah.
In London, but then that's capped.
Yeah.
As well, obviously, but and it comes with the expense of mental health and physical health and living in the city, right? But that's the payoff.
Yeah, I don't miss black bogies.
I'm from the Northern Line.
From any line.
From any line. Yeah. It's you wonder how much crap you breathe in, don't you, on there? I remember talking to an environmental engineer. We were designing an office building, and one of the most important things was the level of heavy metal and particulates and pollutants that sit at a certain level in London, and it's a couple of metres. So as quickly as you can, you need to get up onto a raised floor. So you never really want to be on the ground floor.
Right, okay.
And it makes you wonder.
Good to know.
How bad that is.
It's not great, no.
No, it's bad.
I mean, when I lived in Jakarta, it was smoggy, and then they would have like a bank holiday on a Wednesday, which is when they had their bank holidays for whatever reason, and it would be blue sky. It would all dissipate within a day. I mean, they would set fire to anything and everything.
Yeah.
The office guy would give him something to dispose of, and he'd be on the street burning. Whether it was plastic or not. It's
Yeah.